This paper shows a new decoupling method to simultaneously realize high port isolation and undistorted radiation patterns, namely port and radiation pattern decoupling. MIMO dielectric resonator antennas are deployed for verification. Traditionally, we evaluate the decoupling effect by port isolation. However, isolated antennas may still suffer from distorted radiation patterns. The channel capacity will be deteriorated in the scenarios with a weak multipath effect. To obtain undistorted radiation patterns, a new decoupling method is proposed based on the superposition principle, which is called radiation pattern decoupling (RPD). Let's take H-plane decoupled dielectric resonator antennas case with zero edge-to-edge spacing for example. The field of the working higher-order mode is out of phase inside the two dielectric resonators, but with the same amplitude. Meanwhile, the field induced by the differential posts has the same phase and amplitude. Therefore, the decoupling can be realized based on the superposition of the coupled fields and the induced fields. In this case, the fields inside dielectric resonator antenna 1 and dielectric resonator antenna 2 are superposed constructively and destructively, respectively. Almost no field can be observed inside the dielectric resonator antenna 2, which ensures the port decoupling. The field distribution seems dielectric resonator antenna 1 works under its fundamental mode and dielectric resonator antenna 2 does not exist, which ensures RPD effect. The decoupling performance is then examined. It can be found that this decoupling method can obtain high isolation, low ECC, along with a main beam along the boresight direction, which verifies the design idea. The energy storage distribution is obviously different after decoupling. A new parameter called energy storage proportion (ESP) is thus proposed to evaluate the PD and RPD effects simultaneously, for the first time. It's defined as the proportion of the stored energy of dielectric resonator antenna 1 to the total stored energy in both dielectric resonator antennas. In this case, the ESP increases greatly from 77% to 96%, verifying its effectiveness. A prototype is then designed and fabricated. Conformal strips are used here for low profile. The fabricated prototype is then measured. Over the operating band, its isolation is larger than 20 decibels, the ECC is less than 0.03, and the ESP is larger than 90%. The radiation patterns of one port are given, where stable and symmetrical radiation patterns can be observed. The decoupled dielectric resonator antennas radiate like an isolated dielectric resonator antenna. Similarly, this decoupling method can be applied to E-plane cases. You can find more detailed results in the paper, if you are interested.